All right, so welcome everyone to Wi-Fi Wednesdays. My name is Kevin Z. I am founder and CEO of MyWiFi NETWORKS, and we meet here on Facebook and Zoom every single week. Well, this week it actually is not on Facebook. This is what I got when I tried to go live. I think Facebook is having some issues now, so this is a recording that I'm making right now, and I'll be posting this to the group shortly. But those who are here live on Zoom, I want to welcome you guys. And I know that we had a little blip with Zoom. I wasn't inviting a couple of the people that have launched, signed up in the last few weeks, but I just ran a batch update just before this call about an hour ago. So hopefully you got invited and you are catching this in time. If you didn't, you might be watching the replay of this on Facebook, in which case, no worries, you will be registered. You are registered for next week for sure. So everything is all good on that end. So welcome everyone. I want to quickly chat about what's coming soon. Now, unfortunately, I really wanted to push some of the new features this week. We're just doing our due diligence, making sure that everything is all up to date and bug free. And we are almost there, so we are looking on aiming to launch that some point next week. A whole bunch of new custom reports, automated reports. I mean, obviously, it's a fairly big project. That's why it's taking some time. So just stay tuned for that, as we are going to be releasing it likely next week. So what's coming soon? As I mentioned, this last couple of weeks, I've been really swamped on getting a lot of operational stuff together, some support stuff that I'll be showing you very shortly on today's call. But we have some SH50 training videos coming up. Scheduled reports, as I just mentioned, is going to be launched next week. We have a new presentation set. I actually have compiled about 160 different slides that you'll be able to use, in addition to over 140, I believe, FAQ, or frequently asked questions, that you can take and use for your business. Now, not all of them will be relevant to your business model, but you can definitely cherry pick and pick the ones that you want to include in your marketing. We also have new graphic elements. I've engaged a new graphic designer. And I want to add that I'm going to be posting this in the group shortly, but I asked all of you to request some marketing materials and graphics. So in fact, let me just show it to you now. I created a new category here on feedback.mywifi.io. All right, let me just make sure that I can get to that from here, and I'll show it to you. Yeah, I have to actually just go in as an admin quickly, and I'm gonna share this with you guys. So let me just get in as an admin. Give me one sec. Give me just one moment to pull this up, and I'm gonna show you guys right now, because I really want all of you to start requesting some new things, some new features, specifically for the graphic design stuff, because I'd like to have a little bit of a backlog of requests so that we can keep our graphic designer busy. And that being said, here, I'm just going to pull it up right now. So it's a new section that I'll be sharing with you guys called Marketing Materials. Okay, here it is. So the marketing materials, I'm going to break this out. I actually took this. This was the original request that was in the other group. And everything's kind of listed over here. What I want to kind of do is take it out of this single thread and create more of a section for marketing materials. And then here you can just request all of your ideas. And then within the idea, other people can comment, being like, yeah, I really like that idea. We should really do it with this or that. And then once we're good, I'm going to automatically move it, and you'll be able to see the roadmap of marketing materials as well. So you'll be able to see specifically with marketing materials, what are we planning, what's currently being worked on, and what's complete. And then on the complete side, you'll have a link to download that in the members area. So it's a great way to manage the marketing material requests. So I'll be splitting this up right after the call, and I'll share this link with you guys so that you can go vote for that there, and then we'll set up the queue to get our designer to start developing all the new graphics that you guys want to see. With that as well, I'll be busy once that all those flows are good. Next week, I'm dedicated to doing a lot of unbranded videos. I really wanted to wait. I'm kind of waiting for the new features to come out, because once we do the videos, if I miss a key feature, I have to redo the video. So as soon as those new features are done, and we have the automated and scheduled reports, I'll be able to do a whole whack of unbranded videos that won't have my Wi-Fi on it, that you'll be able to just take and use as your support videos on your support sites. Also, the Academy is well underway. I know this is a long time coming. We're almost finished all the content in there. I know that I have a few people that have requested to get review access, so thank you for that. I'll be issuing that to you later this week. And then hopefully in the next week or so, you can give me some good feedback, and we can launch that to everybody very soon. Also on the reseller side, I want to mention that those who are interested in getting multiple white label plans or are looking to scale, beyond 100 locations or access points, contact me. I'd be happy to jump on a one-on-one call with you and discuss some reseller and pretty aggressive pricing options for you to scale your network, not only within your own brand, but if you want to sell this to other agencies to have their own brand or large franchises, enterprise, we can help you out with that. So what our focus has been on, in fact, while we are, working on everything else, is, kind of figuring out that a lot of our partners, while, some are thriving in the system, a lot of you guys still might have a lot of questions, simple questions about, hey, how do I, everything from custom branding my domain name to getting my portal set up to adding Facebook apps and working within the system. We realized that, we do have a great support desk and tons of articles, but to be honest, like not everyone always reads the articles. Because what happens is if you're trying to figure something out, you're like, hey, how do I do this? And then you jump over to the support knowledge base, you search for the article, you find the answer, then you got to kind of hop back window to window. Hey, how do I do this? Step 1, 2, and it's kind of slows you down a little bit. So we've recognized this and we're taking action to fix this. So we're going to be adding help hotspots in the system shortly. So this will have a little dot that you'll be able to enable or disable across the platform at all times. It'll be both for you, and we'll create a separate version for your customers when they go to your location center or the sub-user view. There'll be some generic hotspots there that'll just explain, hey, here's how this works, here's how that works. Here's a quick article and what this means kind of thing. So a little, what does presence mean? What does that mean? Like stuff like that, like questions the clients have, we're going to have as little pop-ups, little tooltips. And this will also help you on your side where you're looking to, let's say, custom brand your white label. Instead of you going and searching for the article, there'll be a little dot there where you click on it and be like, hey, here's exactly how you do it. And you can actually just scroll through this bubble. In addition to actually viewing the article fully within a chat widget. So similar to Intercom, we currently have that lookup now, but you have to look it up. Here, when you click on that, it'll automatically pull it into this bubble so you can have all the articles right there on the page that you're actually working on. So you don't have to jump between windows again. You can work and read and work and read all in the same page. And finally, we are going to be launching some getting started checklists. So the critical path to do certain things. So when you first sign up with us, the things you got to do, like set your company logo, your company info, set your white label domain, set up your Facebook app after you've done your portal domain, adding a location, a device, a campaign, plugging in that device, getting your first active user, and then setting up automations. That's the critical path, if you ask me. But a lot of you guys might not know that. Might not know what to do first or second or third. So we're going to be instituting this, and it'll be really good for those who are just getting started. This will really help you, guide you along the way of what is required and how to get it done. As well, I am still working on this 8-week Wi-Fi marketing bootcamp. I'm going to be launching that in conjunction with the Academy. So stay tuned for that. I have a whole list of people who have commented on the previous videos with the hashtag bootcamp. So I'll be giving you guys first dibs into that when we release it. And there you go. If you're interested in this, you've seen this video, and I'll post the replay on Facebook as well. As soon as they go back live, post hashtag bootcamp, and I'll make sure you get first invite to what we have planned. And as per usual, at any time, if you have any questions, you can chat with our support team. Visit wifi-supportdesk.com or click on the support icon inside your dashboard. And soon you'll be able to not only chat with us, but have all the articles available to you via Hotspot, and also have some checklists available for you to get started in the right way. So that being said, anybody have any questions I can get to right now? Opening up the floor for live Q&A. The best way to do this, if you're new to Zoom, there's a button called Q&A. You go there, click on new question, type in the question. I'll be able to answer that and keep track of what was answered, and also share the answer with all of you. All right, I don't see any questions coming in, but just let me know. Do you guys want me to go through a quick demo, for example, those who are just getting started, like, what the critical path is when I, doing a demo with somebody on the call, and I kind of want to say, hey, if you're a client, these are the critical things that you need to see what I want to show you. Please let me know if you want me to do that. Yes, yes. Okay, cool. So yes, all around. All right, let me go ahead and do that then. Give me just one sec. I will log in to this dashboard. I'll pull it up on my screen in just one sec. All right, so everyone, you can do exactly what I'm doing right now as well on your own white label. So pay attention here, because this is probably, when people ask to do a sales call with me or a demo with me, I don't like really showing everything that there is. Hey, here's 1,000 features that may or may not interest you as a client. I think what the client really cares about is, hey, that's my logo, that's my brand, that's going to be live at my location. I'll be able to capture user data, and this is what the user experience will be like. And then after they connect, this is what I'll be able to do with that data. That's pretty brief, pretty straight up. And this is what I usually show clients, you know, whether I show this to them on the call or I just generate a preview, this is how it works. So I go to locations, I click on add new location. And I always look for a client that's on Facebook. So I'm usually, let's just do the whole process here. So let's say I'm working with my clients. Oh, I forgot Facebook is down. This might not be the best time to do this, but I'll try it anyways. So we got Wendy's. I guess, you know, certain API calls are still working here. So I got Wendy's. Let's say I want to pitch them. So I look for Wendy's here. That's the head office location. The location here does not matter so much. You can always change this information later. So I create that location. Now I want to add a new device. So here I choose Wendy's. And this is a great screen where I usually ask the client, you know, now depending on who you're pitching this to, a lot of clients like a Wendy's or a restaurant owner, like they won't want to see this. You don't really want to demo this back end. You don't want them to see how easy it is. I think this demo is really more for an MSP. If you're selling this to another partner, somebody who's actually going to be doing the setup, who's going to see the admin back end, this is the kind of demo I'll do. The demo I would do to an end client would be very different, and I can do that just at the end of this one to show you, you know, how it's different. So to the MSP, I would say, hey, look, we integrate with all these different hardware providers. What kind of client, you know, what kind of hardware do your clients have? Oh, great, you have Meraki. Cool. I go to Meraki, I paste my MAC address. So there's one MAC address, there's two, and I can add all the access points I have. Then I proceed, and I then create my campaign. So here's where I actually design the look and feel of the campaign. Here's where you can change the header, the logo, the background, the footer, all kinds of stuff. Obviously, design this as you choose that fits the brand. You can change your login options. So you can choose to have, let's say, connect with SMS. This integrates directly with Twilio, so you can provision your own phone numbers there. And let's say make SMS number 1 and then put Facebook as number 2 and email as number 3. As well with email, you can, over here, you can specify exactly what fields you want to capture. So here you got name, phone, country, city, gender, date of birth. So you can add all this stuff really nicely in there. And then once I define my login options, I choose where I want users to be, what the confirmation page would be. So the thank you page, I can embed a like box, put some custom text in here. I can add an image as well. So very easily, let's say I wanted to put a competing image in here, put anything in here, any graphic that I'm pulling up here quick. You can very nicely throw that in and have that as part of the page. And then when the user redirects, you can redirect automatically to a URL, the App Store, WhatsApp, or Facebook Messenger. You can also pop in ads using our ad server. And on the advanced tab here, you can show the language bar. So you can change this and translate it into multiple languages. And you can enable custom terms, a weather widget as well, to show what the local weather is at that location. And once you have everything designed nicely, you click on save. And whoops, I didn't have a thank you page image here. So let me just turn that off. So that is all good. And then I create a location. I view the location dashboard, and this is what your client will see when they log in with your logo up here and everything set up as I defined. So that is what I show really somebody who's setting it up. More so what I show someone who is getting started. I've already done that. So typically if I'm meeting with a client, I like to provision everything in advance so that when I come in there with my device and I plug it in and I demo it for them, I don't have to remove that demo. One of the big sales strategies is you go to meet a local business client, be like, hey, great to meet you. I know that I talked to you on the phone about capturing data, automatically retargeting clients, and automating your marketing. So here it is, and you pull the device out of the SH50 from your pocket, and you say, look, so for me to show you this demo, the live demo, which is the reason you're having the meeting, I need to plug this into your internet. Where's your internet? And you have them show you to where exactly their cable modem is. You plug it into the wall, or you bring a portable battery pack if you want. Plug it into the cable modem to get high-speed data, or with the SH50, you can even tether this all from your phone. But I recommend you really using their internet connection, because the magic happens when you plug this in and you demo it for them and they see it working. Now the install is already finished. So think about that for a second. When you're having them demo it, they're actually demoing the live install. They're not demoing a link. They're not demoing. I'm not saying a link is bad, or using the SH50 tethered to your phone is bad, but there's a difference when you show that. It's kind of like, yeah, it's a concept at that point. It's not actually like really working for them. When you plug it into their location and you demo it live with them, then the install's done. Then you can actually just, move your conversation more to, hey, so now the install is ready. We're all good to go. How about I just leave this here for a week and I check in with you in a week and let's see what kind of data we captured. And I can venture to say that, you know, of the partners that I've talked to with this strategy, at least 80% of them get a yes answer. Like very rarely they're like, no, unplug that. Especially if you get them to log in themselves and you have a dashboard right there where they can see their face on the dashboard. You know, when they log in, they go to contacts, they go over here and they see their actual face. I mean, that's pretty amazing. And that is when the light bulb goes off for your client. And that's when you say, hey, look, let's just leave this plugged in and I'll come back in a week and let's see what kind of data we captured. And then I can come back and set up your automations and all that stuff. And then automations as well on the demo, you want to show them that you can trigger different messages automatically. It's set and forget. So, you know, let's think about a strategy together. And, you know, obviously you're going to come to them with the strategy. First thing I recommend always is when somebody disconnects, not always, but the first time. So you click on once and then not real time, but on a delay. You want to delay this to about, you know, give or take, you know, I'm open to best practices here, but probably somebody leaves. You don't want to wait maybe 2-3 hours, but maybe 45 minutes after they disconnect. So they're like on their way home. Maybe they got to their next destination. And then what happens, they get an action. The action can be whatever you want. It can be an email, SMS message. You can add them to a list, trigger something on ActiveCampaign, get response, iContact, MailChimp, do a webhook. You Zapier over 1,000 apps. You can push right to TripAdvisor, get 5 stars, Square, Reputation Loop, and so forth. So as you can tell, this is super powerful here. We'll say sender's name is Tom, and this is your client's name. So let's say you want to do thanks. You can start from a template. You can, you know, we've got all these great templates here. We're going to be adding a whole bunch of new marketing templates here, some graphic templates as well to our email template gallery. So I'll add that to the marketing material request. If you guys have any requests for that, I'd be more than happy to get that in. Here's where you design and edit everything. It is super easy to use. You can change the image. You can apply effects. It's a really nice WYSIWYG editor. You can change really whatever you want over here. And once your whole email is designed, you proceed. And that's basically it. Now, every single time somebody connects at this Wendy's and they disconnect, 45 minutes later, they're going to get an email that looked exactly like the one we just designed. And then you get full reports. You get the full email events, and you get actual email analytics if you plug in your own SendGrid account. So it's pretty awesome. And with all this, as you saw, even on this demo, talking a lot, it's taken me 10 minutes or less to completely provision a location, a campaign, get it all set up, and then also create an automation for your clients to benefit from it on day one. So that is a quick down and dirty demo. The demos that I'm going to do are going to be very similar to that. I trust you. Trust me. I will talk way slower. I will go really step by step so that everyone can consume it, understand it. You can even take it and chop that video up if you want. And I'll give you the script. I'll kind of do a transcription after I'm done because I kind of do it off script. But once we're done, I will do a transcription so you can have a text form of that as well. If you want to reread that in your own voice so that it totally looks like your video, you don't have to actually do the mouse actions. You just talk into a microphone, read the script. It'll be the same thing as me talking. All right, guys. So any other questions I can get to you right now that we're still live on the call? Question about the email campaigns. No, if you trigger emails from our system, they come from our system or actually go through your SendGrid or Gmail accounts. If you want to design other emails, you have to do that in your own CRM. Or if you want to, we can't trigger our email designs through your CRM. We can only trigger it through a mail server because we send it off. All right. Well, if you guys have any other questions at any time, our support team is always standing by and happy to help. The link is wifisupportdesk.com or support.mywifi.io. And anything else specific to sales and marketing, please post in the Facebook group. Anything specific to your personal support requests or something very specific to your account, please don't post in the Facebook group because our support team does not necessarily hang out there. They hang out at wifisupportdesk.com, and that is the place to find them. So if you want to have an instant chat with our support team, go there, and we'll be happy to help you get through some of your issues. All right, on that note, thank you guys so much. Yes, final question. MailChimp does integrate directly through a native integration with MailChimp or through Zapier if you want to do anything more fancy with adding, removing tags or anything like that. And I will do some more Zapier training. I have a whole bunch of training lined up for you, backlog of video requests, in fact, that I'm going to be committing myself to doing in the next week or so once we get through this hurdle of creating all kinds of support content. All right, guys. So thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you joining me live on this call. If you have any questions, like I mentioned, we are always available at support.mywifi.io. Until then, happy selling. Get out there and crush it with social Wi-Fi marketing. Take care, everyone. Talk soon.